So, welcome to some pre foundation information as well as some connections. This is really important if you're starting a Pilates journey and/or coming back from injury, particularly a back injury. One of the things that we want to do is get our diaphragm moving, which connects to our inner core unit, which may not seem that exciting, but it's probably one of the most important fundamentals that's super important for stabilizing our core so that we can go about life and move our body without pain. And I'd like to use an analogy. So think of the if you're going to start a car, you need to turn the key and the engine needs a spark in order to get it to turn over. And the same thing with our body. Our diaphragm, think of the diaphragm as a spark, which gets your inner core unit to fire and really ignite and line up. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to utilize a tool. I'm going to have a flex band here. You can use a belt if you'd like. We're going to wrap it around the bottom lobes of your lungs. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. If you have one, and this actually gives you something your diaphragm to expand into. So wrapping that around, give it a gentle tie. Try to keep it a little bit wide so you have kind of a good feeling of breathing into it. Now, when we breathe into our diaphragm, the bottom of our ribs actually expand. And so let's just take a moment. And if sitting on the floor doesn't work for you, you can do this sitting in in a chair as well. And so just exhale your air out here. Good. And just empty the lungs. Now you'll inhale, breathe in through the nose and think of expanding your band sideways as well as all the way around like a cylinder. And then exhale, lax the band and lengthen through the crown of the head. So think of just lengthening your spine and getting a little taller. Take an inhale, expand your band. So allow the rib cage to expand, kind of like a balloon. And then exhale, lax the band and feel the abdominals contract. And I'll just face this way. Take an inhale, try to expand your band like an accordion. And then exhale, lax the band like you're squeezing the accordion tight and deepening your abs. So you really exaggerate that. We'll take a few more rounds there. Inhale, expand the band. Try not to breathe up into the neck or the shoulders. And then exhale, lax the band. Think of drawing up on your deep pelvic floor muscles. And then this deep abdominal layer is like a corset. It pulls in and up. Do two more rounds like that. Inhale, expand the band. And exhale, deepen your abs, lengthen through the crown of the head. Good. And then as you're breathing, try not to breathe this way. Yes, you don't want to add an arch to the back. Good. So as you're breathing, try to breathe into kind of expanding the band that way, this way, as well as sideways. So it's a three-dimensional breath pattern. Well, let's take a couple more with that connection. Just take a big inhale, try to expand the band in all directions. And then exhale, lax the band in all directions, deepening your core, which really starts from the pelvic floor, but actually the diaphragm, the pelvic floor. So both ends of our torso there. Take an inhale, expand the band. And then exhale, feeling that lift of the pelvic floor, the deep abdominal muscles contract. Let's do one more here. Inhale, expand the band. And then exhale, deepen the core connection as you lax the band. Again, that's may not be as exciting as kind of some bigger movements, but it's so fundamental to getting your core to contract the right way. Now we're going to try to do that same thing in a laying down position. If this doesn't work for you to lay all the way down, I'd recommend that you get some cushions and prop yourself up in like an inclined position. But if it's okay for you to lay down, you're going to come down on your side. I'm going to have you grab a pillow or a towel and put your head on that pillow and on that towel. Keep the band or the belt around your rib cage, and then we're going to get some connections here to our whole spine. First of all, make sure that you have enough of a prop for your head so that the chin isn't sticking up to the ceiling. Yeah, We got to pay attention to the whole spine, which is really your head and your neck, which is one end of the spine. So make sure that the forehead and chin are on the same plane. There's no tension in your neck or shoulders when you're laying down. So make sure you're propping yourself up enough to do that. Now, we're going to take your hands on your pelvis, heels on the hands on the hip bones, point your fingers towards your pubic bone. And it's really important where your pelvis is in space in order for our deep core to fire here. So what you want is your hip bones and your pubic bone to be on the same plane. Yeah, so you're nice and flat in this area. So if you were going to put a cup of tea here, it wouldn't tip one way or another. It would stay, level. So that means that there's a little space in your lower back. Yeah. So if I was going to tuck under, yeah, if the hip bones and the pubic bone weren't on the same plane, it would be a tail tuck, and my lower back would be pressing into the mat. Yeah. So for neutral position and for efficiency of breathing and core connection, we want to find this neutral position, or so that the lower back is light on the mat. And then this is a lot of information, but it's the nuance of Pilates that's super important. And then the whole rib cage has a sense of being weighted on the mat. So it's gently pressing down. So you should feel the bottom kind of tips of the rib cage being connected to your abdominal wall. And we'll do our breathing here. So take your hands on your lower pelvis with those connections. Now inhale, breathe in through the nose and expand the band sideways. And then as you exhale, lax the band, lift through the pelvic floor and deepen your abdominals, and don't move your spine. Yeah, this is another nuance of Pilates, just feeling those deep core muscles connect. Inhale in through the nose, expand your band. And then exhale through your pursed lips, relax the band, engage your core, lifting through your pelvic floor. No movement in the pelvis or spine. Inhale, expand your band. And exhale as you lax the band, lift through the pelvic floor. Feel that the waist is narrowing. So everything is pulling in and giving your spine a hug. Yeah, those are your stabilizers. And we'll do a few more. Inhale, expand your band. Exhale, lift through the pelvic floor and deepen your abs. Now, challenge, keep the core connected as you breathe. Don't let that go. Inhale, expand the band. Now exhale, feel that deep core get even deeper. Lift through the pelvic floor. Don't tuck under. Don't move your pelvis or spine. It's challenging at first. Inhale, expand your band. Good. Sideways back all the way around. Think of that accordion. Exhale, lax the band, deepen your abdominals. So if you just work on just that, it's going to, pay off in dividends as you move around. And that's why we're really precise in Pilates. So the more precise you are here and the more connection you have as your body's quiet, it'll be available to you when you get up and move around in life. Yeah, so let's practice that just a couple more times and we'll add on. Inhale, expand your band. Exhale, lax the band, deepen the core, lifting through your pelvic floor. Keep that connection. Inhale, expand the band, keeping your core connected. That's the key. Exhale, go deeper. Good. Narrow your waist as you're relaxing the band. One more like that. Inhale, expand. You can't do enough of these. If you have back issues, this is the money, the money movement. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to start to lift one leg and then another, but without moving the pelvis and the spine. Again, super precise. Inhale, expand the band. Good. Exhale, deepen the core, pelvic floor, abdominals, lift one leg up. Good. Now, if something moved, then you don't have the core connection to really stabilize. Put that foot down, and it's good information. Yeah. So not bad. Yeah. But you want to really strengthen the abdominals so that nothing moves as you move a limb. And our legs are the heaviest that we need to stabilize against. So take an inhale here. We'll try that on the other side. Exhale, lift through the pelvic floor, the abdominals, and lift a leg up into tabletop position. Yeah, so the knees bent, and it's like a table. You could put something on your shin. Inhale, we'll lower it down without anything moving. Let's just practice that side to side as long as it's not painful. If it is, leave it out. Inhale, expand the band. Exhale, lift through the pelvic floor, deepening your abs as you lift. Inhale, let's lower that down. Exhale, deepen the abdominals, lifting the one leg up. Good. Inhale, being as precise as you can. Exhale, deepen your abs, lifting one leg up, relaxing the band. Inhale, expand the band as the leg lowers, deepening the core. Exhale, here's, just that spark, getting your engine to fire. Inhale, lower. Let's do 4 more. Exhale, deepening the abdominals as the leg is lifting, stabilizing the pelvis, the spine with your core. Good. Exhale, deepening as you're lifting. Inhale, let's lower. One more time, each side. Good. So just this, super important to start your engine of those deep abdominals firing as you mobilize. Very good. Inhale down. Now we're going to switch positions. We're going to roll to your side, and we're going to do the same thing with some leg movement here and try to stabilize. Yeah. So this is really a valuable position for connecting to your deep core muscles. And I'm going to have you keep your band or your belt around the bottom of the rib cage so that you can kind of work on keep breathing into your spark. So here the feet are underneath my hips and my spine is super long. I can take my top hand down just to rest it there. Now, really important that you're lifting up through the waist. Yeah. So your deepest abdominal muscles run horizontally to gravity here. And so really great to feel this position and pulling your abdominals in, but without holding your breath. So let's just feel that. Inhale, breathe into your band. Now exhale, lax the band, draw up on the pelvic floor and feel that wrapping of the abdominal wall. Now you can keep doing that, or we can do a little bit of a clam movement. So inhale, expand your band. Exhale, feel the abdominals contract and open the knee up any amount without moving the pelvis. There's that stabilization again. Inhale, expand the band and lower. Exhale, lax the band as you lift. We're going to do 10 of these. That was 2. And then really important, you're precise on not letting the pelvis move. Exhale and engaging the core as you're going through this movement. Inhale. No tension in the neck or shoulders. Exhale to lift, deepening the core. Keep your core connected as you're inhaling and lowering down. Exhale, relax the band. Good. So keep breathing into the band. And if I'm going too fast or too slow, find a pace that works for you as you're lifting and lowering. Now here we're engaging deep hip muscles here, which actually are important for stabilizing the pelvis as well as the lumbar spine. Good. Let's do 4 more. Exhale, lax the band, deepening the core. Keep the tension out of the neck and shoulders. And exhale, 3. Good. Inhale to lower. Exhale, deepen the core. 4, actually 2 more. Inhale, expand the band, and exhale, lax the band as you're lifting. Good. Let's inhale, lower that down. Take a moment. We're going to go to our other side. Good. And I'm going to go to the other side of the mat. You can join me or just turn over there. Good. And then creating a little pillow for your head or using your bottom hand here. Now move your feet back so they're underneath your pelvis. Lift up through your waist. lengthen through the crown of the head and just gently rest your top arm on the mat in front of you. Lift up through your waist. Inhale, breathe into the band. And then exhale, lax the band, lift up through the pelvic floor and feel that weight, those waist muscles there. Nice. And then we'll just take another breath there, just connecting on the sides, a new side of the body. So new connections. Inhale, breathe into the band. And then exhale as you lax the band, lift through the pelvic floor and feel that wrapping of the abdominal wall. That's it. So now we're going to lift that top leg up into a clam. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lax the band. Here we go, lifting without letting the pelvis move. Inhale, expand the band. Exhale, deepen your core and to lift. Good. Again, precision is the key, or as precise as you can be, on these. And everybody's got a different range of motion. You might have less, you might have more than me. Yeah, this is as far as I can go without letting the pelvis move. So you want to find your range as well as keeping your core connected. Nice. And no tension in the neck or shoulders, a lot to pay attention to. And exhale, I'm going to call that 5. Inhale, expand the band. Exhale, lax the band, deepen the core. 6. Good. Inhale and exhale. 7. Good. Inhale there. Exhale on 8. Good. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. 9. Good. Making sure the abs are staying connected. And exhale on 10. Let's let that rest. Good. Okay, we're going to finish off with an all fours exercise here. Once again, if that one doesn't work or getting onto all fours doesn't work, then leave it out for now. But really important, we do support our body weight here. Yeah, and then also just get into different positions so we can train the abdominals to stay connected in these different positions. Now, if you have wrist issues, what I'll recommend is you roll your mat up and then take the heels of the hands on the mat to support that. Or you can just take a little weight off your hands. So kind of a lot of different ways you can do this, but this is really valuable because now you're going to use gravitational force to pull the abdominals up, but we want to find neutral position here. So we'll lengthen the spine, think of tail away from the crown of the head. Inhale, expand the band all the way around. Feel that accordion feeling. And then exhale, lax the band, draw up on the pelvic floor and feel the abdominals, the navel pull in, but don't let the spine move just yet. Yeah. Inhale, expand the band. Exhale, lax the band. Feel the abdominals contract. Now, everybody's a little different. You'll feel the abdominals a little bit more in each of these kind of, or maybe more in one position than the other, which is why we change a lot. Inhale, expand the band. And then exhale, lift through the pelvic floor and deepen your abs, slide your shoulders down. Now we're going to take this into what we would call cat and cow, or just a rounding of the spine. Yeah, so let's see if we can do that. If it's painful, just leave it out. Take an inhale, expand the band first. Now exhale, round out the spine. Relax the band here and go into your cat position. Now stay here a moment. Inhale, breathe into the band, and then press the pelvis towards your head. Yeah, so that'll help you deepen the connection if it works for you. Take another inhale here, expand, and then exhale, lengthen the spine. So reach the tail away from the top of the head, slide the shoulders down. Yeah, so you're coming into a little natural curve of that lower back. Widen the sit bones. Yeah, and feel that flatness in the back of the pelvis. Yeah, so that, if that's a new position for you, just take your time in trying to find that. Good. We'll flow through that. Inhale, breathe into the band. Feel that accordion breath. Exhale, deepen your abdominals, round out the spine, pressing the pelvis gently towards your head, pushing the floor away. Inhale, expand. And then exhale as you lax the band, deepen your core as you're lengthening out. Good. To a big breath here. Inhale, expand the band. Exhale, relax the band. Feel the pelvic floor lift up as you go into this round position. Take a big breath, expand the band. Exhale, feel the abdominals as you're moving the spine into this lengthened position. Let's do two more. Inhale and expand the band on that inhale. Exhale, relax the band. Good. Try to squeeze the air out here. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, relax the band. Deepen your core as you're moving into this lengthened position. We're going for one more. Inhale. Exhale, relax the band. Pull up on the pelvic floor. Deepen your abs. Inhale. And exhale, relax the band and to lengthen. Good. And then we will leave that there. Let's go ahead and have a seat. And then hopefully that was helpful for you to incorporate into your movements of everyday life, but also getting into some other of the Pilates videos on the site. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions.